Hi, Scottish Mudlarking here with Nicole and Craig. Have you ever wondered what a close is? You maybe heard of some of the closes in Edinburgh, and if you have, you've probably heard the Mary King's Close. It's reputedly one of the most haunted places in Scotland. Well, today we're going to answer the question, what is a close? And we're going to do that by taking a wee wander down one of the smallest closes in Scotland, and it's a wee close called Clash Close here in the town of Cooper. So this, in Scotland, is what we call a close. And this particular close is called Speedy's Close. Now if you've heard the term close before, you probably know about it from Edinburgh, which is famous for its closes in the new town. But lots of Scottish towns have them. And today, we're going to take a wee walk up the narrowest close in Cooper. And that's called Clash Close. Now, it should become quite obvious why it's called Clash Close when we get there. So, believe it or not, this is actually an old street, or properly termed, it's a close. Scotland has lots and lots of closes. As you can see, this one would have given access to various properties, but it would also, as we're about to see, it'll take us into the town. Now, Edinburgh is famous for its closes, and you've maybe all heard of some of the well-known closes in Edinburgh. Some of them are reported to be haunted and whatnot, but no such claims for this place. This place is called Clash Close. Now, I wonder if you can guess. You can see a lot of the entrances here have been done away with. They've all been blocked up now over the years for security reasons, I guess, but there would have been properties and even businesses behind some of these. Now, I'm going to turn around and we'll see Nicole. He'll give us a sense of scale for this street. It's funny to call it a street, right?
Yeah.
Now, just looking at Nicole here, can you guess why this is called Clash Close? We'll leave you thinking about that for just a second, whilst we take a wee wander down here. Now, as I say, Edinburgh is famous for its closes, but other parts of Scotland have closes as well. Now, a close is often an entrance to properties, and some folk can say, oh, I'm away up the close, that means I'm going away into the house. But anyway, that's not what this close is, or well, it kind of is as well, actually. There were properties off here, and we're about to see some of them that have fallen into a state of disrepair over the years. This is also, we should mention, one of Cooper's oldest streets, Clash Close. You see there's still a house there. You can still get into at least one property up here. Now what we can see here was an old sign. Now, do you know, was that the old sweetie shop sign?
Yeah, apparently this was called Sweetie Allen's, and the sweets were made behind these walls, but in those premises, and they were sold just down the road there in the shop that's now a kilt shop.
So I wonder, we should be able to find this out actually. We should be able to have a wee look on some of the old property maps, and we'd be able to see if 49A, which now says no admittance, so that we'd have said that long before all this gunk was piled up around here. But I wonder if number 49A would have been the wee sweetie shop. So Nicole's wanting a wee peek in there, so I'm going to move on down. You can see where entrances to other properties have been bricked up, and where the windows have been bricked up, and sadly this entire area here has fallen into a state of disrepair. It's a real shame.
Yeah, but I think there are plans to restore it actually. It doesn't look like it can be restored, but there are plans to do this.
Yeah, well, good luck to whoever's got that. Do you know one of the things that's really cool here as well? Do you see the old insulator?
Ah,
just up there.
okay, yes.
And I don't know if that would have been telephone wires, or been power wires. Anyway. So it's really interesting to think then there would have been a sign up there back in the day, and this is where the sweeties would have been made. And as Nicole was just saying, just down here through the exit here, you can see that would be, what's that? That's the Crossgate,
Yeah.
and that would be the main market town. So if you've heard us talk about the Market Cross, that's where the Market Cross is, and that's where the main town's market would have been as well. Now, before we head down into that area, I'm going to take a wee swing back because there's an important feature here on these walls. So see if you can notice what the important feature is. It's not the bars and the windows. I guess that is testament to one of the reasons why people would actually do what we're about to describe. So I don't know if you've been able to see it, but just in this area, I'll trace it with my finger. There's a recessed line, and this whole area here has been set back a little bit, and Nicole will tell you why.
Okay, so this recessed area here, that was for wooden boards, and at the end of each working day the shopkeepers would take their wooden boards out and they would fit them neatly in this recessed area, and they would cover the windows and thus protecting the takings of the day. So I think that's really cool.
It's an interesting historical feature. You can see where the stone's been cut to allow these boards to go in. And if you wonder what we mean by boards, they're the kind of things that used to sit on the pavements out in front of shops that would advertise the name of the shop and maybe be brightly coloured to attract customers in. So yeah, as Nicole said, back at the end of the day, they'd be brought off the main market area and out for the front of the shops, and they'd be put up here. Very cool, very cool. You can see there's a few areas here that have been blocked up, not just on the side that we just passed, but some of them. And this is, I think, more recent renovation work, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that certainly looks like it's been very nicely cleaned up very recently.
Another really interesting feature here that we should point out before we sort of carry on, and that is at our feet. Ah. Hope you can see that. So this area wasn't originally tarmacked. It would be very strange if it was. Instead it was cobbled. And all they've done here, and there's parts of the town down through there as well that we can see this, where the tarmac has been kicked off, scraped off or whatever, and you can see the old cobblestones that once would have lined this street all the way down. So that'll give you a wee hint as to what it looked like. So one wee last sweep. There's Nicole trying to get in and get some sweeties for the old sweetie manufacturer. I'll take one last wee sweep of the house here, and then we'll go on. We'll maybe take a wee stroll up and down one or two more closes just to give you a sense of how special Clash Close is. Did you manage to guess why it's called Clash Close, by the way? Well, I think we're going to dramatise a wee example of that now. So let's go do that. So you can see with the old stonework here as well, this is a really, really old part of the town. One of the oldest walls in the town, and also one of the oldest streets, and the narrowest street. Now, we'll get on to the point that we're trying to make here, a wee dramatisation of why is this particular close called Clash Close. I think you can probably just about see Nicole now, and you've got a sense that there's not an awful lot of space in this close. There's not an awful lot of space for people to go in two directions at the same time. So inevitably, if two people were coming off into this close at different sides of the town, they would hit a point where they would clash. Yeah. So there's always a clash in this close. Get away, you! Get away!
I can't get past you!
Pagger, punch, punch, pagger, pagger. Alright, I think we'll try and... Oh no, I tell you, it's tight, isn't it? One then, let's go see if we can see one or two of the other closes in this lovely wee Tudor Cooper. And you see how bent that was as well. We're talking about bent walls in Germany, but we've got a fair share. We've got our fair share of them here in Cooper and all.
got myself a wee treat today. It's a fudge donut, but you can't get one because these are only made at Fisher & Donaldson's here in Cooper. But what you can get is an advent calendar that we have in our coffee shop. And it's a sea glass and Mudlarking advent calendar with 24 treasures. Now, check the link in the description if you want to get one. So I've had my sweet treat and now I'm going to make a super sweet treat from our advent calendars. There will be one pair of red sea glass earrings hidden in amongst all our advent calendars. So we want to know, did you receive the pair of red earrings?
Quite narrow. There we go, it's a perfect example of how these old closes would have been paved back in the day. All these cobbles.
So much prettier than tarmac.
Well, yeah, it's a wee bit stale on the feet, and I tell you, it's not good for cycling along as well.
Thank you so much for watching, liking and commenting. We truly hope you enjoyed today's tour of Cooper's Closes. It only remains for me to say thank you so much for your support through Etsy and through Ko-fi. And if you have bought an advent calendar or anything in our 50% off Etsy sale, that's truly appreciated. Now, I'm gonna go and eat my fudge donut.